This is the story of the hoodie that glowed. Once upon a time, in a city not too far from where you are right now, there lived a young man named Zeru Will. Zeru Will was a good guy, a kind soul who walked with the Lord and had a heart for the lost and the lonely. But he was also a very simple man who didn't really have many friends and worked a very normal job during the week. One day after work, Zeru Will was just chilling on a street corner waiting for the bus when this random dude walks up to him out of nowhere and hands him a hoodie and says, "Here, you can have this, I don't want it anymore." And Zeru Will was like, okay, thanks, and took the hoodie and put it on. But something strange happened as soon as he did. He saw all these dark figures lurking around the street, figures that seemed to be feeding off of the despair and hopelessness of the people passing by. And Zeru Will was like, whoa, what the heck am I tripping? But then he realized he wasn't. These entities were real and they were tormenting these people, causing them to feel depressed, anxious, and full of fear. And Zeru Will felt compelled to do something about it. So he started praying for these people, speaking words of faith, hope, and encouragement over them. And as he did, he noticed that the hoodie began to glow with a bright, beautiful light that chased away the darkness and set the captives free. From that day on, Zeru Will continued to wear the hoodie, and every time he did, he would go out into the world and confront the spiritual darkness head on. He would walk into crowded places where people were gathered together and lost in their own little worlds, oblivious to the fact that they were being attacked by the enemy. And Zeru Will would stand in the midst of them and raise his voice and declare, "I come to you in the name of Jesus, the one who conquers the darkness, and I break every chain that the enemy has used to hold you down. I speak life into your hearts and I declare that you are healed, delivered, and set free." And as he did, the hoodie would glow and the people would feel the presence of the Lord and the demons would flee. But as time went on, Zeru Will noticed that the glow from the hoodie was beginning to fade, and he was worried because he didn't know what that meant. Was his power waning? Was the enemy growing stronger? Was the mission nearing its end? Well, one day as he was praying and seeking God for wisdom, he heard a voice that said, "Zeru Will, why do you think the hoodie glows?" And Zeru Will was like, "'Cause it's magic, I guess. Or maybe it's blessed. I don't really know." And God was like, "No, you're not getting it. The hoodie doesn't have any glow in it. It's your obedience that has the glow. It's your willingness to walk out into the darkness and confront the enemy and speak life into people's hearts. That's where the glow comes from. It's not in the fabric. It's in your faithfulness." And Zeru Will was like, "Oh wow, I had no idea." Then God was like, "Well, since you've been so faithful with the hoodie, I'm gonna give you something better, a mission, a purpose, a destiny." Then God told Zeru Will to go out into the world and start a ministry that helps people break free from the chains of addiction, depression, anxiety, and fear, and replace them with the chains of faith, hope, and love. And Zeru Will was like, "Really? Me? I mean, I'm just a simple man with a simple job." And God was like, "That's exactly why I chose you, because you're not relying on your own abilities or talents or charisma. You're relying on me, and I will give you everything you need to fulfill your destiny." And that's exactly what happened. Zeru Will became a beacon of hope and a warrior of the light. And the ministry he started became a powerhouse for spiritual transformation and deliverance. And people from all over the world came to him for help and they were set free. And Zeru Will knew that none of it would have been possible if he had been obedient to God and worn that weird, random hoodie that some dude gave him on a street corner.